Where do we start with this game? Firstly, we'll play a little from the start. No. So the game, the good. Let's start with the good. The game has great gameplay. Like, it's fun to play. It's not too challenging. It's not too hard. I mean, no, sorry, it's not too challenging. I mean, it is very challenging, but it's not unfair in any way. The game feels good to play. Uh, Damn it. It's a fun game. It's nice to play. The controls are very responsive. Although I will say that they do feel a bit loose. I've also said that the controls in this game feel a bit loose to me. Okay, should have just gone like this then. The controls are quite loose in this game. It does sometimes feel like he slides a little, which is not what you really want. But apart from that, it's okay. It's not like a big deal in my opinion. The game. Oh, that's a Dark World thing. Yeah, the controls are okay, but I wouldn't say they're perfect. Sometimes it just feels like he just slides way too much, and that's kind of annoying, really. But it is very fun. The music in this game is excellent. I really enjoyed it. That's kind of all the game has. It's like the level design is alright. There's a lot of variety in obstacles that you face, which is nice. It's difficult, which if you like difficulty is a good thing. If you don't like difficulty, it's a bad thing. Because it is quite difficult. It's not an easy game at all. Me personally, I love the fact that it is difficult. I think it gives you a lot of enjoyment and a lot of a big learning curve through the game. But you know, I can see why a lot of people might not like this game. It's not an easy game. Well, oof. Definitely scales up in difficulty fast. Ah, my first death in World 1. My second death in World 1. Yeah, it's fun for that though. So, but depends on what you like. What are some of your favorite games? Honestly, I just let me. I just want to finish this. My thoughts on this game. But yeah, I did enjoy the game. I did think that it has a lot of fun. It has a lot of hours you can put into it. There's tons of level and extra content you can do. It looks like a great game to speedrun. However, let's talk about some of the negatives of the game. One is that the game's story really makes very little sense to me. I really don't understand what is the story of the game. I understand there is a story, but it makes almost no sense to me. Basically, like, this guy's girlfriend gets kidnapped and that's about it. That's pretty much it. We don't even know what we're controlling. It's a blob of red. Still, I mean, that's the game doesn't try to make a story. It's not like the game thinks it's making a complicated story, but I would have preferred a good story. I don't think it would have been much. There's no voice acting, which I kind of don't like. The thing is, the game doesn't have voice acting. You say, can we judge it for not having voice acting? And I think yes, you can. I think that the games these days should have voice acting. It's not a big deal. And not having voice acting is kind of a negative in my opinion. The controls, I did say, I mentioned, are a bit loose, which I don't like. It kind of feels like he moves all over the place sometimes. I mean, I said the controls are responsive, but they do feel like he slides a little sometimes when you let go. Which makes it a bit annoying to deal with. No voice acting, no story. No, sorry, weak story in my opinion. And the last thing I'll say is that this game is very difficult. It is not an easy game. I can see why some people would be like, you know, it's not my kind of game. Everyone going into it should know this is a hard game. It's very difficult, and makes sense why a lot of people might not enjoy it. But yeah, that's about it. I had fun with the game. I'll probably play it again, maybe a couple of years from now. And that's it. What do I give the game as a score? I'll definitely give it something like a 6 out of 10. It's not. I can't give it the same score as something like XCOM, which I gave a 7, or XCOM 2. It's good, but has a lot of flaws. It's clearly a game built by a smaller company. It's fun, but no story. It's not the most amazing thing in the world. 6 out of 10, very enjoyable. Difficulty does make it kind of iffy though. Wow, oh, you can do it in 4 seconds? I guess you can do it in like 1 jump or something. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here, and we're gonna start playing Salt and Sanctuary. Thanks everyone for being here. We're gonna switch games now, and yeah, let's talk.